We live in an era that can often feel profoundly hollow. Look closely at how we talk about the universe today, and it is easy to conclude that we exist inside a cold, chaotic machine, or perhaps a digital simulation running on indifferent hardware. This modern anxiety mirrors a very old idea. For centuries, dominant philosophies have argued that the physical world is a trick of the cosmic light, a dream or a shadow that a seeking mind must eventually escape. If everything around us is an illusion, the implications are severe. It strips our physical actions of their weight. Human connection, scientific discovery, and the material world itself become worthless distractions rather than things of inherent value. To find meaning, we require a different architecture. We need a framework that refuses to discard the physical universe as a trap, and instead validates the material world as something undeniably real. Enter Fletcher, a modern seeker, and his guide, Zoran. Zoran is a dragon who remembers the long spirals of time, a mind capable of seeing past the surface into the deep structures of existence. Together, they are preparing to cross a threshold of perception. As Zoran's wings vibrate at a frequency older than language, the dimensions shift. The abstract, glowing lattice of light begins to fold, solidifying into the dust and stone of a physical past. They arrive in 11th century Tamil Nadu. The air carries the scent of jasmine and the hum of distant chants. The geometry of these ancient streets was built by a civilization dedicated to rigorous inquiry. Here, the pursuit of truth is not relegated to dusty academic scrolls. Debating the nature of reality is a daily practice, treated with the same necessity as breathing the air. Fletcher and Zoran have arrived at the exact threshold where one brilliant mind would take devotion and metaphysics and merge them into a single, unbreakable continuum. That mind belonged to the philosopher Ramanuja. He surveyed the prevailing belief that the world was a cosmic trick and offered a radical, precise counterargument. Reality is an undeniable fact. Looking at the ancient texts recorded on palm leaves, we see Ramanuja's cosmos built on three uncompromising pillars. The physical world is real, the individual soul is real, and the divine is real. He articulated a specific concept called Vishishta Advaita, which translates to oneness in difference. These distinct elements maintain their own unique properties, yet they are intricately wired together. A single cell in your body is a distinct entity, but it cannot survive outside the vast biological system it belongs to. Ramanuja argued that the cosmos operates the exact same way. Separate parts retain their individual identity while driving a massive, unified whole. This framework erases the borders we normally draw between disciplines. Whether you are charting the stars with physics, practicing focused devotion, or mapping the mind through metaphysics, you are simply using different methods to map the same unified system. This is the first scientific principle of Ramanuja's universe. The reality we inhabit is not an illusion to break out of. It is a dense, complex relationship that demands our deep understanding. Zooming out to the macro scale, Ramanuja's theory takes on an enormous biological dimension. The universe is entirely devoid of cold mechanical gears. Instead, it pulses like a colossal living organism. In this anatomy, every burning star and cooling planet functions as an individual cell. The relentless forward march of time is simply the rhythm of the organism's breath. The architects of his era designed these towering Dravidian-style structures as physical models of this densely populated, ascending cosmic body. When a heavy bell rings out between these stone pillars, or a chant echoes through the courtyards, the goal is highly specific. It is meant to literally vibrate the surrounding molecules, synchronizing human frequency with the heartbeat of that cosmic organism. By redefining the cosmos as a living body, Ramanuja establishes compassion as the fundamental force driving the universe. As Zoran's golden eye meets Fletcher's, the ancient world dissolves. The lattice of light returns, bringing this ancient realization into our modern dimension, overlaying the concrete and glass of a bustling cityscape. Ramanuja is a lens for the present. He offers a specific method for orienting our awareness, changing how we process the world in front of us. Look through that lens today, and the industrial mindset fractures. We can no longer treat the Earth as a dead rock, meant only for resource extraction. We have to engage with it as a vital organ that we belong to. The subtle sciences of the past still permeate our present. The scent of a jasmine flower carries the same quiet proof today as it did 1,000 years ago, a reminder that we are participating in a living, sensory reality. Zoran confirms the gate of perception is already open. The ultimate realization is seeing our role as active, vital cells in a living cosmos, where every observation and every action is a way of mapping a single, unified reality.